Hey everyone, so I have a mascara challenge video. I have 6 mascaras that I have been using for the last, I would say, like 3 months or so. I've done this before where I've taken a bunch of mascaras and just compared them all to do kind of like a more overall general review for you guys. So if you haven't seen the first mascara challenge that I've done, I'll go ahead and link it somewhere up here. So I'll go ahead and start with the 6 mascaras that I have tried out and played with and developed opinion about these. So the first one I'm going to start out with is by Essence, and this is called Hypnogloss 3-in-1 Mascara, and it's a kind of like a, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's like a, what's that called where like it reflects different colors? Hologram. It's like a holographic packaging, and the 3-in-1 says it's supposed to add length, separation, and volume, gives lashes an ultra glossy finish for a freshly applied look. The brush on this is just your normal, you know, just a normal brush. It's not plastic. And this, even looking at it, it's very, very glossy, very shiny, very wet formula, which, unfortunately, I did not like this one. It clumped very, very easily, and it smeared underneath my eyes as well, which I really can't stand that about mascara. So this one by Essence, wouldn't try it. I know that they have a bunch of other ones, so, you know, recommend one if there is one that you use, so, because I do want to pick up another one. Next one I have, I don't think that you can get this anymore because I bought it at a discount store called Big Lots, but this is by Maybelline, and this is the Pulse Perfection Vibrating Mascara. This one does have a plastic wand, and I don't think you can hear that, but it vibrates. The mascara itself was actually really good. I like the way that it made my lashes feel. It didn't make them kind of, you know, like clumpy or anything like that. It looked great overall, but I did not like the vibrating thing because you can feel it all over your eyelids. So vibrating mascaras, I don't recommend them. So, you know, but at least I didn't pay too much for this. Next next two that I have are actually by Rimmel. The first one is this Lash Accelerator, which is supposed to be a mascara with like Avic Grow Lash Complex. And the wand is just a normal, you know, it's not plastic, it's just a normal wand, but it's kind of like tapered at the end. It's weird. This one, it's okay. It didn't really do much for my eyelashes though, so I wouldn't buy this. I didn't really notice them growing at all as well. So, whatever. Wouldn't buy it again. One that I bought by Rimmel London, which was actually really cheap. It was maybe like $3 or $4, I think at Target or CVS. I think at Target. But this is their Extra Super Lash Curved Brush. And, normal brush. It's not plastic or anything, but it is curved. This was actually really good. Surprisingly, I probably paid like almost 3 times as much for this one than this. And this was actually much, much better. So this one I probably will keep using. And I have 2 more. One, which was recommended by one of you guys, is the Voluminous Million Lashes by L'Oreal. And this has a pretty big plastic wand. And I have to say, honestly, this one by L'Oreal, amazing mascara. This was just amazing results. They were fuller, they were longer, they were thick, they were just luscious lashes. I loved this mascara. The only thing about this is that do not use more than 2 coats because it will start to clump, but 1 coat is enough. This was a fantastic mascara, but it was kind of pricey though. I think it was around like $10. And the last mascara that I tried, which was also recommended by one of you guys, is the Maybelline, the writing has worn off, but this is Maybelline Colossal Mascara, and this is a waterproof one. This one also has a really large brush, but it's not plastic. It's very similar to the Benefit Bad Gal Lash. It's kind of a more wet formula, but it didn't clump. This one by Maybelline, amazing mascara. It really did make my lashes colossal. They were big, they were plump, they were long, they were just luscious. This was a great mascara. So, you know what? I'll mention a 7th mascara, actually, and it was by CoverGirl. I bought a CoverGirl mascara that was on clearance, and it was the Volume Exact, I think. I'll annotate it somewhere here, because I accidentally threw it away at work. Because I was using it so much, it started to get clumpy, and I knew, you know what? Get it out of the makeup bag, throw it away at work, you will never see it again. And that one by CoverGirl actually was amazing. It was a red tube, in case you're looking for it in the store, but that was actually a really fantastic mascara. It stayed on all day, didn't smudge, did wonders, you know, like these two, to my eyelashes, which may open up my door into trying out the Lash Blast, because I have never tried that one before, believe it or not. I don't use a lot of CoverGirl at all. I never have. I don't know why. But anyway, so those were the mascaras that I chose to challenge and review and rate this time around. But I do have to make one exclaimer about all of these mascaras that I've talked about. Maybelline, L'Oreal, Rimmel London, I'm not sure about Essence, and CoverGirl, is that these are companies that have a reputation of testing on animals, which I actually did not know that when I had bought the mascaras, but I do now. You know, it's just something that I'm not really comfortable as far as like a makeup brand, you know, but if you are, you know, okay with that, you know, everyone has their own personal preference. You know, still wanted to do the review for you guys, because not everyone is going to have the same preference in makeup. Mascara is a very personal thing in my opinion. So that is my mascara challenge video. I will be using some other ones. I have Revlon. I forget which one. And I actually, for my birthday, somebody did give me a Maybelline Great Lash Mascara, which I will use because I didn't buy it. It's not like I'm going to go take it back and return it, because I have no idea where they bought it. You know, I'll use it. And there's some other ones too. I can't remember. But yeah, anyway, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And if you have any suggestions for other mascaras, leave those down below as well. And thanks again for watching.